guess we're recording. I hope.
No pop filters. You might have to get a little bit closer, though.
Okay. I will do that. I will pop at PopCon. How's that?
Woohoo!
All right. So I guess introductions are in order here. So.
Well, you first.
Yeah. I will. Let's start with our usual introduction that we usually use on the average our average show. So, the Tangents and Squee continue all the way to a very special episode of the Fiveish Fangirls podcast, live here at Indy PopCon 2015. This is Rachel, and I am solo without my other Fiveish Fangirls because, well, they don't live in Indy, and it's expensive to travel. So, but I am not completely alone. I have Carl here, who's one of the PopCon staff, and according to Facebook, he is the Don Corleone of PopCon and King of the Waffles.
Yeah.
I was half expecting a waffle, and I'm very disappointed.
And in the morning,
Yeah.
I'm making waffles.
Okay. Oh, good. Oh, well, I guess that's half good. So, hello.
Yeah, see, I don't usually need a mic in whatever room I'm in.
And normally I'm told I'm too loud, so this is unusual for me. So, alrighty then. Walkie-talkie. That's serious.
Yeah, they can't hear that, though.
Oh, wow. That's serious. He's carrying a walkie-talkie, so that's serious business.
Absolutely. So as she said, I'm Carl Donninger. I am the president of PopCon. I am one of the group of a very broad organization that has brought this to you here this weekend. And we're all local from Indianapolis, so welcome to Indianapolis if you're not from Indianapolis.
Woohoo! And we have a decent crowd. We're lucky we're here at lunchtime.
I think people are going to be eating here all day, which is why we put the podcast stage here.
Yeah, that is true. The smell of pizza and nachos is almost overwhelming. So PopCon actually has not officially started yet. There's still people setting up, and there's some guy playing bagpipes.
I am in love. How can anyone not like the sound of bagpipes? You really
I have
don't.
some people that would agree.
It's questionable at times, but he's actually good at it.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree with that.
That is very true.
Toonses is not being strangled.
Yeah. So the show floor has not opened as of this very moment, so there's a lot of people waiting out in the halls.
So, yeah, you got the lucky slot.
I guess
nobody's in the vendor hall yet.
Yeah, I've got a captive audience whether they want to or not. So, hi, people that are not listening. We do have two people right here. Hello.
Woo.
Hi. So as being the yay.
Bagpipes are over. Actually, probably not. That's just going to encourage him or her.
It's hard to tell from here. They kind of look like they're dressed as Gandalf from my perspective. I don't know if that's actually true or not. Yay. Okay, then. So have you been with PopCon since the last year, since the first year?
Yeah, since the beginning.
Okay.
So
were you one of the brain children?
One of the founders.
One of the founders. So where did this all come from?
Yeah, good question. So a couple of us, in fact, the two younglings that are out here in front, their dad and I are best friends, and they go to school with kids of another dad not school? Okay, close enough. But we wanted to start a gaming convention, so board gaming, card gaming, another because we love Gen Con for those of us that are local and get to be lucky with that every year as well. But the other side of the group, they wanted to start a Comic-Con, and we merged the two together, and we came up with PopCon. So it's all of that, and we've grown into Microsoft tournaments, and we were blown away by the quality of the cosplay that are now accompanied by bagpipes, and we brought in YouTube stars this year, which is why you're seeing all the people from where we're sitting right now, because Jacksepticeye flew over from Ireland to come here today, so he may win for farthest traveled, but I'm going to find that out at 1:00 at the opening ceremony.
Yeah, I came last year. I had no idea that PopCon was going on last year until I got an email from the folks at Who North America saying, hey, we're bringing in Sylvester McCoy as a guest at this convention. And
Seventh Doctor, yes, Doctor Who.
Yeah, very entertaining panel.
Oh,
Sylvester
he's a trip.
He is.
But this year we've got Sophie Allred, who was his companion from Doctor Who, and arguably the fan favorite for those that go back far enough in the Doctor Who series.
Yep, very much so. She was ace. And I had a blast at last year's convention. For it being a first-year con, I had nothing but fantastic things to say once it was all said and done. Just everything ran so smoothly, the quality of the guests and the panels and the vendors and everything. I'm so glad that you guys were successful and were able to do it again this year and expand and bring in even more exciting guests. You've got Sophie and you've got the YouTubers. You've got John Delancey.
Oh yeah,
Q. I'm very, very excited. Q and Discord.
I got to meet Q
for the
and
bronies
Discord
out there. Yeah. So that's very exciting, as I'm dressed as Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony.
Yeah, funny story about John. He we sent out a survey at the end of the convention last year, and we asked our fans, because we want to be fan driven and bring in what you guys want to see. And one of the resounding genres was My Little Pony. So we went out to the agents and we said, who's a good My Little Pony voice actor? And John Delancey was on the list. Holy cow. Let's get out Q. He had Star Trek Next Generation. He was in Voyager and all that good stuff. He's in Stargate, and he's Discord in My Little Pony. So for all the bronies out there,
woo-hoo!
We've got Discord.
Ponies forever.
Can't tell if you are or not.
No, I'm not wearing a hot pink wig, and I have a balloon cutie mark on my back. Not at all.
And it is.
Pinkie Pie, never heard of her. And it's not like I'm doing an Applejack cosplay tomorrow, as I co-host the My Little Pony panel, which will be at 11 o'clock in the medium panel room tomorrow. Bronies and Pegasisters unite. So for all you pony fans, 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Who can point to where the panel rooms are? Yeah, way down at the end of the hall.
Yep.
But it's good. It's good. Lots of room down there. There's great panels all weekend. And 11:30 tomorrow. Yeah,
especially one of the best ones. I guarantee it. So, and John's panel is right after ours.
Oh,
so
perfect.
you can have ponies on the brain for like a 2-hour block.
Awesome.
Which is fantastic. So, yes, and like I said, a lot of YouTubers.
Just a couple.
I was telling Mike here that I don't actually know most of the YouTubers that are coming. I apologize to Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. I'm not a gamer, so I've watched both of your Draw My Life videos, and your life stories are very interesting and very inspiring.
I'd be fearful if I had one of those,
to say the least. But I'm not a gamer, so I'm sorry I don't watch your videos. Although Andre from Black Nerd Comedy, I know quite well. Andre was one of our inspirations a bit for the podcast, because he is a black nerd and therefore a bit of a minority, and we're a bunch of women, and we're a bit of a minority. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Although here, you see fans of all shapes and sizes and ages and ethnicities and all that, and it shows that the geek fandom is expanding, as far as it's not just guys sitting in their basement just playing video games all day. No offense whatsoever. The stereotypes come from somewhere. That is my argument there. But
I can safely say that when you walk into our area here at PopCon, you're part of the family.
Oh yes, yeah. I wasn't that active, but I was very excited to watch on the Facebook page. There's the main Facebook page that you guys came up with, but then there's also the PopCon group Facebook page, where people could ask questions and introduce themselves and express their concerns, and just everybody on the page has been so nice. I mean, there's so many people who are like, well, this is my first convention, or, I have anxiety and crowds make me nervous and I'm very shy, and people are like, come find me, we'll become best friends, and I'll show you the best time you've ever had. So the PopCon family, at least on social media, has been very, very welcoming to everybody. And you guys have been fantastic about, encouraging people to make friends. And, people are, like, I don't know, I'm thinking of not coming. And, posting encouraging things like, come, you'll have fun, don't worry about it. And answering questions really, really quickly with questions and all that. So you guys have just been very, very hands-on, which I think is one of the things that I think has really helped make this convention go. Some of the other conventions, they're so large, and I'm not going to name any names, but you know who those companies are that run very large and multiple conventions and lots of places and charge out the Yahoo for things. Just being very hands-on and very open with the fans and the guests and everything, I think has really helped you guys, and I hope that continues, because it's going to pay off.
That is our model. That is our model. Just word of mouth, make everybody as happy as we can, and you'll want to come back next year, and we'll have even more next year.
I'm excited. I'm already planning.
Let's get through this year first, please.
We'll see how we feel by the time it's done. So, no, I'm very excited for next year. I'm already making plans for next year and trying to figure out how to get my fellow podcast hosts out here. Like we're gonna have to pool our funds.
Where are they from?
Well, let's see.
That was Ohio.
No. I'm here in Indy.
Okay.
I live in Greenwood, and I work over at IEPY. So this is really local for me. Brittany is in New Jersey. She just moved.
Okay.
She started in New Jersey, went to New Mexico, went to Florida. Now she's back in New Jersey. Chrissy is in Salt Lake City, Utah. Holly is in Wisconsin, and Mitch is our non-U.S. She's in Canada. She's in Ontario. So
a Canuck.
Yes, she's a Canuck. So it's not easy for them to travel. So it's expensive. I told them next year we'll just, I've got couches and floors. We'll get, air mattresses. My mom lives down the street. You can crash at her house. She's got a spare bed. So we'll figure it out. So
excellent.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a little ADD, so I'm going to digress for a second. Okay. But Super Dad. Oh. Where are you from? You're from Muncie. Okay, so that's not too far away. What makes you super?
Bringing my kid to.
All right. Do you like any of that stuff too? You bred it. You bred that in. Okay.
Is this one of the kids here to your left? Yeah, he does.
The embarrassed one on his phone. So who's he the most excited to see? Just excited to be here. Yeah. See, now that's the people that come here are wanting to do one very specific thing. I guarantee you're going to find 10 other things while you're here, and you're going to walk away wanting that out of every convention you go to. So be prepared to be spoiled, because you don't get this anywhere else. We are unique in the country for what you get to experience here this weekend.
And you're in my backyard, which makes it awesome. I love it, though.
Okay. Any last questions for me before I have to go perform my duties?
No, I should not delay The Godfather.
That came. I did a podcast last week with Hammer and Nigel, who are a local radio team that my last name starts with D-O-N, so they called me the Don because I'm the president of PopCon, and then it just digressed into me being the Godfather. So the inside joke, but so I'm the Don.
Well, I feel very honored that you took time out of your very busy schedule, which I'm sure is just chock full.
What's that? Kid, no. Empty. Okay.
He has not made me an offer I can't refuse, which is probably a good thing because my husband is here.
So I did hear good news about the Supreme Court this morning.
Yeah. Woo!
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by and try to enjoy it as busy as you are being El Presidente and all that.
I'm already enjoying it more than I had time to enjoy it last year.
All right. Fantastic.
Again, we're here for you. I'm not here to have fun. You're here to have fun. So let's do this.
Woo-hoo!
All right. Thank you, guys, and I'll be around, so just come up and say hi anytime.
All right.
Her too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Super Dad. I'm gonna come up with a theme song for you or something. And Super Son, Super Family. I'm gonna come up with something. I'm gonna find you later, and we're gonna do a thing. I don't know what, but I'll come up with something once caffeine sets in. So no, this is exciting. So I have a nice bird's eye view here of everything too. So lots of people are coming in the doors. We're here on what is this, Georgia Street? I think. Okay, good. You would think living here and working here, I would know all the street names, but I don't. I just know landmarks. So. No, not really. It's just me. And it was him, but he had to leave, so. And we have a group of people that just walked up and very interesting looking cosplay. Hi, people. I don't know what you're dressed as, but it's no. There's masks, so voices are muffled. So, what are you dressed as? No, Slipknot. Okay, all right. There's a guy carrying a guitar. I see some drumsticks, so I guess that makes sense. So, very cool. So, I don't have my regular glasses on, so I can't see as well as I normally can. So his glasses are totally fake. They just go with the outfit. So, what time is it? 20 after 12. So we still have over an hour before the doors open, and that's just for the VIPs. So we still have an hour and a half before the doors open for everyone. Although opening ceremonies is at 1. So that's very exciting. So, and make sure you catch the stand-up comedy right after opening ceremonies. It's going to be on the main stage at 1:30. One of my friends is one of the comics, Jeanette Perez, and she'll also be my co-host for the My Little Pony panel tomorrow. So go give them some love at 1:30 on the stage. So that's exciting. So I don't know what else to talk about. I'm not used to talking by myself. I usually have hosts. So okay.
It's something that uses I mean, I didn't do these things.
Oh yeah.
If you said you were looking for some good YouTube stuff, well, this guy, I'll tell you, this guy's a good. You've heard Nostalgia Critic, right?
Yes, Nostalgia Critic.
This guy does some movie review stuff very similar to.
I see.
Doug, so.
I see. Say goodnight, Kevin, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Well, I'll have to check it out.
And this right here, the Untold podcast. Do you listen to audiobooks much?
No, not really. I probably should.
Well, this is kind of similar to that.
Oh, okay.
This guy, I've talked to the guy who made this, Nathan James Norman. I've listened to most of the episodes. Just essentially, you can send stories to him or something. He can dramatize them.
Ah, well, that's cool. So if you're like an independent writer,
So it's pretty good.
the Untold podcast.
So they have different type of genres. Like, what type of genre are you most interested in?
I mean, like my favorite books.
Well, just genre in general, like sci-fi or horror.
Oh, well, mostly sci-fi.
Okay.
Well.
There's this one on here that the newest one is kind of sci-fi. It's just, I'm not going to spoil what happens in it, but
Well, I will give it a listen and see what I think. So, always look. Okay, bye. I've been greeted. I have an audience. Just Slipknot. Hi. Hi. Good. Fantastic. So. Mm-hmm. What do I do? Well, normally I record at home. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm doing right now. It's recording right now, so. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I've got a thing with me so I can record while I'm wandering about as well. So it'll be live recording, but it won't be live on the internet until I edit it all together and put it up. So, but yeah, as I see things and talk to people, I look forward to talking to people. So. I haven't really seen a whole lot, actually. So I've seen... well, okay, you guys. There you go. You win at this very moment until I see more. You win best group cosplay I've seen. How's that? You don't see a lot of groups. Yeah, I could tell. Oh, darn. Break out the staples and hot glue. Always have hot glue. No, well, that works too. So that'll teach you a lesson. Oh, well, we're, like I said, there's 5 of us. I'm the only one here in Indiana. But I have business cards. We just celebrated our first birthday, and we are currently having a giveaway. I'll do a plug for anyone that's listening. So if you check out our podcast. You just there's the rules on how to enter are on our blog, but you just enter through Twitter. So you have to follow us through Twitter, and you have to tweet us a specific thing to be entered. But there's a collection of prizes that cover various fandoms. No, these aren't mine, and I usually use my laptop. I use the mic that's on my laptop. We're very low tech. $0 budget where this podcast is run at. Yeah, I totally understand. Fandom when you're poor, that could be a fun topic right there. Yeah, I've been there. Totally hear you, dude. Totally hear you. So, oh yeah, you're absolutely welcome. So have fun. Try not to break anything else. Best group cosplay, Slipknot. Hi there. You have a Doctor Who shirt on. Nice. I love Doctor Who. Oh, no. I'm breaking out my 4th Doctor cosplay on Sunday. Oh, ponies today and tomorrow, and then I'm switching genres. Going Doctor Who on Sunday. So. Should be fun. It is hot. It's a little warm. It was hot in here yesterday, and they said it's because they had the bay doors open, and it would be cooler today. But so far, not so much. Although the fact that I'm wearing a wig cap and the wig and the hat, I have a lot on my head at the moment. No, it has nothing to do with it whatsoever. And I'm wearing knee socks under these pants, so my socks go all the way up to my knees. I've got layers on. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So I see more Doctor Who. I see someone wearing a fez. Fezzes are cool. Fezzes are awesome. I tried to wear a fez once. They don't really fit on my head. I don't think I have the right shaped head. No, it was sans the pink wig. It was just my actual head, which makes me think it was my head. So Matt Smith must have like the perfectly shaped head for wearing a fez. Or they made that fez to fit his head. One of the two. So. And I saw the folks from Who North America. They were picking up their lunch right before I started. So I said hello to Janie, my family, my adopted family. Folks at Who North America. So if you are here and you've never been to Who North America, do so. Their next open house is next weekend, actually, 4th of July. So 1 to 5, store will be open. Go check it out. Tell them I sent you. And they will give me a hug in return. That's all I get. That's all I get. Janie decided I was too old to be one of her adopted children, so I'm more like her adopted sister. And therefore, I don't get the perks of being one of her adopted children. Apparently, even with the wig, I'm still too old. Oh, well. No. I have to make sure to stop by Who North. I will probably be in and out of the Who North America booth quite often this weekend. It's my home away from home. I go to the shop during the open house. I stay there for like 3-4 hours. But then sometimes we go out to eat after the store closes. It's very exciting. They're the nicest people in the world. They're currently working on moving to a new and bigger building. So if you're a fan of Who North America and want to support a local business, they do have a GoFundMe trying to help raise funds to help them pay for their move to their new digs. So they're going to move regardless, but any dollar helps. So support local businesses. Here's your PSA. Support your local con. Although if you're here, you already are. So good show to you. I don't think I really have anything else at the moment. So I'm just excited to be here. And I hope that I don't get sick by the end. Con crud. Con crud. Con flu, whatever you want to call it. I call it con crud. And it's an awful, awful thing. It usually involves a runny, stuffy nose and watery eyes and a sore throat. Although I think my throat may be sore by the end anyway, just from talking. So, bless you. Drink lots of fluids. Wash your hands often. Try not to sneeze on people. Try to get plenty of rest, although I know that's going to be difficult for people, the excitement of everything. Try to get some sleep. I've made myself go to bed at midnight last night, which is really early for me. So I'm well rested at the moment. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll see if I'll be able to sleep tonight after the excitement of today. So. Who here's doing autographs and photos today? Yeah? Who are you going to get? Who? Oh, yeah? Rupert? Nice. Yeah. Well, free is good. Free autographs are always good. Yeah. Oh, you did? Did you catch him while he was out in the hallway? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it probably is. Probably. He's going to get a line trying to go to the bathroom. He's going to need like an escort so people aren't trying to hound him while he's at the urinal or something. Those can make for some very interesting photos on Instagram, though. Yeah. Yeah. Jacksepticeye has now moved his autograph sessions to the men's bathroom. You can find him in urinal number 3. That's terrible. No, I went to Chicago TARDIS in 2013. So, of course, it was the year of the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. And I was waiting in line for the autograph session for, I think it was all the classic companions they'd brought to the convention. So it was five classic companions. They had 3 classic doctors, 5 classic companions, among other guests. And we were waiting to be brought in for the autographs. And Paul McGann, which I knew he was doing either photos or autographs, but he up and walked by to go. And he was in a hurry, so I was like, okay, Paul McGann's got to pee. Let the man through. So even the celebrities have to go to the bathroom when you just let them go. So there's another PSA for you people. If a celebrity's trying to go to the bathroom, don't interrupt them. I've known people that have ended up in the bathroom the same time as a celebrity, and the temptation is there. Do not give in to the temptation. Let them do their business, please. I'm Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. But I'm hipster Pinkie Pie at the moment, which is really me dressed as I normally dress with the pink wig. Really. So my cosplay rule of thumb is comfy, cheap, and easy to put together because I can't sew my way out of a paper bag. So pretty much all my cosplays are either thrift store finds or stuff I already owned. and it either as is or slightly modified. I've got the cutie mark on the back was custom applique that my mom did for me. And my Applejack is the same way. I have a shirt and the cutie mark is on the back, and my mom appliqued it for me. So, yeah. Nice. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So, closet cosplay. That's my favorite. So, very, very inexpensive and easy to put together, and you don't have stuff hanging in your closet that's just for cosplay. So it's like, these pants, I wear these pants all the time. The shoes, the shirts, this is pretty much my normal everyday clothes. So that's my favorite kind of cosplay. So I'm not looking to win any awards or enter any contests. I'm just doing it for the heck of it because I enjoy it, and it's fun to meet other people that do it too and are in the same fandom. So very exciting. So anyone else? Autographs, cosplay, photos they're doing today? Who are they excited to see? Who are you seeing and who are you excited to see? Edward James Olmos. Yes, that was a very exciting announcement. My heart skipped a beat when they were teasing it, and the first thing that went up was the Shield logo. I got very excited. And then they started showing the other stuff. I'm like, well, that has nothing to do with Marvel. And by the time they got to the last picture, I'm like, yeah, no, that's going to be like Edward James Olmos or something. And then it was. So not that I'm excited, not that I'm not a fan, but Battlestar is not really my thing. I've never really watched it. I'm sorry. Star Trek is my thing. So, yeah, Star Trek is my thing. So I'm very excited to meet John Delancey. So. Yeah. So I've been a Star Trek fan for a long, long time. My dad would constantly have Next Gen on the TV when I was a kid, and I remember seeing Q for the first time, and I don't remember what episode it was because he was in so many, but I was like, this character is awesome, and then I figured out how to watch it, like, on demand, and then it was on Netflix, and I was like, I love it. So, and now he's, in My Little Pony, and that's exciting too, because now I'm a brony, and so I got that crossover. And also John Delancey was also in Torchwood. So he's got the connection to the Doctor Who fandom as well. So he's in Miracle Day. And that too. And Q was also in a couple episodes of Voyager as well. So it's not just Next Gen, but Q's origins are in Next Gen. Right up there with the origins of Next Gen itself, actually. So you can't start Next Gen without Q. You can't end Next Gen without Q either. So, yeah. So he's the bookend for Next Gen. I remember when my husband started watching, he watched all of the original series. Then he started Next Gen. It took him forever to watch Next Gen, but as he was getting closer to the series finale, and I'm like, I didn't want to spoil anything, but I was like, remember back to the beginning of the series. They bookend. It's all connected. And then he watched it and he realized what I was talking about. And I won't say any more for those people that maybe have not seen it. And if you haven't, it's on Netflix. Hey, I happen to like Enterprise. I also happen to really like Scott Bakula, though, so that was a big draw for Enterprise. So I loved Quantum Leap. So I loved Quantum Leap, and I still love Quantum Leap. So when he got hired on for Enterprise, I was like, sweet, more Scott Bakula on my TV, and then it got canceled, and I was sad. But now he's on, what's he on? Is it one of the CSIs? CSI New Orleans? One of those. CSIs, they have so many of them now that I can't keep track, but I think it's a New Orleans one. NCIS, okay. NCIS, Law and Order, they all have too many. I can't keep track of them, but they're all crime procedurals. So he's on one of them. I know it's set in New Orleans. NCIS, okay, thank you. I get those confused. So they should try to get Scott Bakula for this next year. Think that could happen? Yeah, or all the captains. Let's work on getting all the captains eventually. So, because Shatner was here for Wizard World, wasn't he? Back in February, I think. So. No, well, yeah, that's true. So we have an Indiana tie there with Cisco. So yeah, let's work on getting all the Star Trek captains. Yeah, once. No, I had friends that they hosted a Star Trek Next Gen panel at, I think it was Kansas City Comic-Con. I think it was last year. And they had all of the cast. They had Picard, Riker, Troy, all of them. It was a nice little Next Gen reunion. And then John Delancey showed up as a surprise. So, so they had the entire main crew, and then Q for this Next Gen panel, which was very exciting for my friends that were hosting the panel. So the one guy he had the microphone and introducing everybody. And he's like, by the way, we got an extra special guest, and here comes John Delancey, woohoo! So. Which I think is very in line for John, I think. So he just does what he wants. He's cute. He can do that. When you're omnipotent, you just do whatever you want. So 12:40. All right. So probably wrapping up here soon. So I'm out of the way for the next people that are on after me. So. Well, this has been fun. And this is going to be very random when this goes up on the internet. People are going to listen to this and go, what the heck is she doing? I'm not. I barely edit anything that we do. Unless there's something drastic that happens while we're recording, like a major malfunction or something, or just a big space of dead air, nothing gets edited. There's music at the beginning and music at the end. I do fades for that, and that's about it. So every single one of our shows is the audio as it happens. So dogs barking in the background. We've had fire trucks going by. I had a pop-up ad happen in the middle of recording. It was like a Tylenol ad or something. So I forget what show that was, but you listen to one of our shows and there's a random Tylenol ad that starts in the middle of me talking. So we keep it real. There's no reason to be edited. We're not NPR or the Nerdist. Although actually the Nerdist, they're pretty laid back too for the interviews. We don't curse though, unlike the Nerdist, which has an explicited warning on theirs. There's no cursing on ours. So we're family friendly for anyone that has children that may want to listen. You're safe to listen to us. Although don't listen, not with your children around. Don't listen to our Outlander episode, though, when we talk about Outlander, because even though we try to keep it PG, Outlander is not PG. We mention stuff that's not child-friendly. But everything else is really child-friendly. And topics that children will probably recognize. Doctor Who, we talk Doctor Who. Once Upon a Time. Anyone a fan of Once Upon a Time? One? Yay! Good. Were you as disappointed as I am with the Queens of Darkness?
I'm still in the air.
Okay. You had that look on your face, though.
I want it to be good, so...
Yeah.
I was more disappointed with Selena than anything.
Yeah, see, and Once Upon a Time is one of those where it seems to resonate with people differently. I mean, I've got friends that they love Zelena. They absolutely love Zelena. She's all right. As far as a villain. Well, she's not going anywhere, at least not for 9 months. They just made her a regular. Her and Robin Hood are now series regulars, so that's obviously going to be a major part of the next season. Well, yeah, I love Outlaw Queen. Outlaw Queen is a good ship to be on. So that and Captain Swan. Captain Swan is the other big ship. So I'm really hoping now that Rumple is no longer the Dark One, that we'll get some serious character development with him, because he has been just a one-note, one-trick pony the entire time. And well, yes, Robert is amazing. Yeah, Robert is amazing for portraying Rumple, but the character, it seems like there are a few times where he's like, oh, he's making developments, and then he goes like right back to where he was, and I'm like, because Regina has gotten some fantastic character development. So someone give Lana an award. I'm going to make something and mail it to her because Lana deserves something for playing Regina. But I really hope that Rumple gets some serious character development now that he's not the dark one. So he could start over with a clean slate and actually go somewhere. Should try to get someone from Once Upon a Time for next year. I'm coming up with all sorts of ideas. Guest ideas, and this con hasn't even officially started yet. All righty then. Well, I guess I will finish up here and get out of the way so that whoever takes the table next, this seat will be nice and warm and broken in, I guess. In the best way possible. So this has been fun, and thank you for letting me entertain you while you eat your pizza and nachos and burgers and drink your coffee during this lunch hour here. So, well, what? Oh, thank you. Okay, somebody said I'm very, very entertaining. So, yay! That's all I ask for. Is I hope that I was at least entertaining and made your lunch a bit more exciting, I guess. Dinner and a show, lunch and a show. I'm not medieval times, but what are you going to do? All right, so I guess I will wrap up with this. So I have business cards if anybody wants them. Like I said, we are doing a giveaway. So if you want to go check out our website and want to win some stuff, as long as you're willing to give us your address so I can mail it to you when you win. Right now, we only have one entry. As of now, we only have one entry. Only one person entered, and they're perfectly fine with winning, but they would actually like more people to enter so that, it's not a complete landslide. So, end of the month. You have until the end of the month to enter. Yeah, that's Tuesday. Well, it's a surprise. There's some Doctor Who stuff, and there's some other fandom stuff. There's some Marvel stuff. There's some Sherlock stuff, and maybe whatever else I find during the convention if I buy stuff. So there may be other fandoms included in the prize kitty as well. So, but all our social media stuff is on the business cards, and I'll have business cards with me. So if you see me in the hall, if you don't get to grab one, feel free to ask for one. So, and check out our show. We are on iTunes, so we're easy to find there, and you can find us at the Fiveish Fangirls podcast.blogspot.com, which is a mouthful. We eventually would hope to get an actual .com, but it's still going to be a long title. So, it is what it is. So we are on the Twitter, and Instagram, and Tumblr, and Pinterest. And no, we're not on Vine, so at least not that I'm aware of. Not unless somebody started one without me knowing. Brittany's been in charge of doing most of our social media. She'd get bored, and suddenly we had a Pinterest, and then suddenly we had an Instagram, and we don't have a LinkedIn either. We probably should have a LinkedIn. So, but we are out there, and of course we all have our own personal social media accounts as well, but you can find those on the website as well if you want to follow us individually. I will be using my own social media throughout the weekend. I am at BeatlesBlonde on the Twitter and Instagram. So if you want to follow my shenanigans for this weekend, that is where you can find me. So this has been fun, but I shall go now. I am Rachel of the Fiveish Fangirls podcast, and this is PopCon in Indianapolis, 2015. We don't have a booth, so too short notice this year to get a booth, unfortunately. By the time we knew what the show dates were, we couldn't kitty it all together in time to get a booth. So hopefully next year. Hopefully the dates for next year get announced sooner. So hopefully there's not the issues with scheduling like there was with this year's show. So as soon as we know the dates, we hope to get together and have a booth, like I mentioned earlier, and actually have some of us here. So we'll see what happens. So this has been fun. So bye.
You have been listening to the Fiveish Fangirls podcast. Any and all movies, books, games, and other forms of media mentioned are owned and operated by the respective copyright holders. No copyright infringement is intended or implied.